Top of the morning, it's your man Eeze on this morning walk. Hope you all are doing well out there. Check this out. What we talking about? Kanye. I miss the old Kanye. And before you get in the comment section, some of you talking about political jargon and his views and all this stuff. This is a music channel. I talk about music. Everything I'm speaking about today is going to be about music. Now, Kanye, we already know his backstory. When I say I miss the old Kanye, obviously is a play on words from one of his lyrics, but Kanye may have been an individual whose creativity got the best of him. I know that sounds crazy. It does. It sounds asinine. But I think that's what happened. If you think about early on his production, his one-offs, and having major contributions to people's albums, and later becoming a solo artist and having pretty much 3 classics out the gate at a bare minimum. And Graduation is like where he really, in my estimation, figured out his sound, where he really got the perfect blend of everything he was looking for. And then you get into like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and stuff like that, and Eeze and all these other things, which that Eeze tour was fire though. But his creativity started to lean in directions I couldn't appreciate when we get to albums like Yay and Kids See Ghosts, and even The Life of Pablo. Wasn't the biggest fan of that. And I think one of the issues was production-wise, he became kind of lazy. And what am I speaking about? He's always been one of them individuals that was all-inclusive and made room for other producers. But I wasn't particularly the biggest fan of him and Mike Dean as collaborators. Obviously, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, that's cool. But subsequent work, it was like very grungy, and his music started to lose its soul, both sonically and the written word, lyrically. No one said he has to flip soul samples forever. That's not what I'm speaking about. But in the latter part of his career, it doesn't feel like he did himself any favors with regards to his musical legacy. He was an innovator at one point. Think about it. A lot of his work, other people's careers branched off or stemmed from it. He was a creative genius. No slouch at all. Pushed the envelope. But when he got lazy, man, and even his laziness is better than the majority of people's work. But this is Kanye. There's a standard, right? And that's just a thought that came to mind this morning, man. I miss the old Kanye, what he brought to the game musically. The energy that he had. His tours were always phenomenal. He just pushed the envelope in so many different ways, musically. And it just feels like he kind of like burned out in a sense. Like even when he was rushing work with the whole good music situation, I think he wanted to do a minimum amount of albums in 1 month. And Nas got caught up in that nonsense, and Tiana Taylor wasn't very fond of it. It seemed as though Push or Daytona was the only album that really stood the test of time. Kanye became more of a dude trying to reach certain accolades, and music being second, when before music was everything. Go back to them old videos of him in the studio with John Bryant, and they're collaborating on Late Registration and really getting to it. Like real, like simple things, but like attention to detail about strings, and or even go to when he's going to visit Timberland and trying to get that perfect 808 because it's not knocking in the club for Stronger. That Kanye that took the time with the music, that's the guy we all appreciated musically. And it's just like his creativity got the best of him, where he thought that he was that creative and he can just give us anything and we was just going to accept it. Because think about his discography. Donda, I wasn't feeling either one of those. The joints with Ty Dolla $ign, it's cool, but it's starting to sound like cookie cutter because that's not really his sound in a sense. That's Mike Dean's sound, and Kanye is just the face of it at the moment. We need that soul, not soul samples per se. You could have soul. You could have soul. It's just soul is a feeling, and I don't really get that from him. I haven't gotten that from Kanye in quite some time, so I just want to get up here and share that, morning walk, and let me know what you think in the comment section. Am I bugging? Some people are so far removed from him, they don't even care about his classic albums because some of the things he's done. But I'm gonna keep saying it. This is a music channel. I don't really get involved in all of that because everybody falls short, But salute to y'all, the viewers and supporters, everybody who show love to the channel, man. Get in that comment section. Let me know what you think. Mature discourse. And like the video. That's always a good thing. If you appreciate the channel, like the video. Alright? Remember, you can achieve anything in this world through sheer hard work and patience. God is the greatest. No debate. Is your man Eeze at the Eeze Experience. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Go get your shit. Back when, produced by No ID. Let's get right to it.
Mopeds, pro-kids, city split 5 ways. How it all.
Once again, we always talk about the openings. Grabs you, which is so consistent. That's just who he is. But I thought that opening line can be taken 2 ways when he said the ill reminisce. Either the ill, those who like on their bed of affliction, or sick, typically reminisce on good times or the highlights of their life. But you can also flip it to state the ill reminisce, like those who the man in a town or who seem to be at the top of the hill, they often reminisce on the good days. Let's keep going.
Few of his partners now chilling resorts, enjoying massages.
All right, let's take a look at that line with the jigsaw puzzle. I thought that was fire because, like, if you ever took the time to go on Google Earth or something like that and look at an aerial view of the projects or any housing community in that sense with a bunch of buildings, it does typically look like a jigsaw puzzle. It's just a bunch of pieces going in different directions. But also, I took it as him speaking as a kid who would often look out the window and see, how am I going to put all these pieces together to excel and get to the point where I want to be. So I'm just, the way he's writing and explaining things, very descriptive. It really opens up your mind.
They call him fake today is hate. Real niggas extinct.
Another dope opening line that grabs you and makes you say, what did he just say? So to call him fake today is hate. It's weird because, like, that's a microcosm of society as a whole, right? Like, if you tell someone the truth or even try to get them some constructive criticism, like, it's deemed to be slander, right? So now we're in a place where accountability is totally absent because you can't even tell an individual the right thing. Not all people, but for the most part, the majority. If you invite your opinions into their lives or just give them some advice, it could be taken the wrong way. So I thought that line was pretty dope.
Hey yo,